Happy Mother's Day. This is 2010 Mother's Day, and I'm here to show you that you can in fact cast a fishing plug 150 yards. Evidently some people feel that's an impossible thing to do, but I'm here to show you different. Today I'm using just factory equipment. This is a pretty cheap Tikka GX Scepter reel. It costs significantly less than $100. I have a nice rod here. It's a Daiwa Ballistic 33, but once again it's nothing souped up. It's just factory and stock configuration. I'm using 30-pound braided line, which is of sufficient strength to catch just about anything out there. The lure I'm using is pretty special. It's a lure that I customize. It's called, well, I call it Dirty Harry. It's certainly the farthest casting diving plug that's available out there. Problem is it's not available because it's something I customize myself. Maybe someday it will be available. I'm going to use an off-the-ground cast for this demonstration today. I'm going to cast it across the football field so that you have some sort of frame of reference and so that you don't get the impression I'm lying about the distances. Off-the-ground cast is a really great long-distance cast. It's my bread and butter cast. Obviously you don't plug at 150 yards balancing on rocks or anything like that. You usually do it from sand beaches where there's good footing, and sand beaches make for just a fine place to off-the-ground cast. I could also pendulum cast for this demonstration too, but I'd rather just use my bread and butter cast, and a cast that most people can learn pretty easily. Okay, well, I'm going to take off down the football field and then I'll show you how we measured things off. Catch you in a minute. I'm casting across a football field. I can't do my off-the-ground cast from the grass, so I have to do it from just beyond the middle of the track that goes around the field. As you can see in my tape measure here, I'm casting from 90 feet away from the goal post. 90 feet, of course, is 30 yards. And I'll just walk up to the goal post to show you that it is in fact staked right at the goal post. There we go. So 30 yards plus the 120 yards to the next goal post. Of course, the football field is 100 yards and each end zone is 10 yards. That equals 120 yards. So 120 yards between the goal posts plus the extra 30 yards from standing back on the track. Just keep rolling. That's about 160 yards. Well, there you have it. I'm sorry I didn't show you a 150-yard cast. In fact, it was just about 160 yards. There's really not much appreciable wind today, maybe 5 to 8 miles an hour coming from the side. Dirty Harry's not the only plug you can cast like this, but it's the only diving plug that you can cast like this. Other surface lures that are capable of 150 yards are available out there. Things like the Roberts Big Shot and other surfaced skimming type lures cast very well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of long distance surf casting. It just requires getting set up appropriately. It doesn't require a lot of money. It requires a little bit of practice, and it certainly requires an open mind.